With the clock ticking backward towards the long-awaited non-aligned movement and G77+China summits, Uganda's government has said that 100 states and 43 heads of states have so far made their attendance official. With a total of 120 states for NAM and 134 for G77+China, the Minister for ICT and National Guidance, Dr. Chris Baryomunsi, who represented the Prime Minister, affirmed to journalists that the number of confirmed nations is so far good as it currently stands at 80% of the total member states.
We are now like 99.9% ready to receive the guests and successfully host these conferences. I say conferences because they are two in one, because we have NAM and the G77+China. We also want to say that we have over 100 confirmations of countries that are going to attend. And therefore, it's going to be big activity in the coming weeks, and the whole world will be focused on none other than Kampala, Uganda.
In order to benefit from these summits, Baryomunsi called upon Ugandans to position themselves in everything they are doing, as over 5,000 delegates are expected to attend these summits.
We are expecting over 5,000 delegates of visitors coming into the country. The many guests who are going to come and be here for this period will definitely be spending and supporting our local economy. So it's up to us as Ugandans to position ourselves in whatever we do to benefit from these friends who are visiting the country.
Initial reports indicated how the government had planned to make DNA and COVID tests to attendees, but Baryomunsi said this is no longer prerequisite as most visitors refuse to take the tests.
And I think some of the heads of state and the VVIPs expressed concern that they are not sure how information will be used, that what if through that testing our DNA can be captured and used. There was that kind of discomfort given the current guidance by WHO on management of COVID-19. It is not extremely necessary to subject people to mandatory COVID testing. So we shall make it optional, but the services will be there.
Baryomunsi finally condemned those criticizing the government over the various infrastructure developments, saying these are here to stay even after the summits.
Are you saying when we fix the road, even if we have done it for the sake of the summit, the conference, then we shall dig potholes immediately the conference ends? No, the roads will remain here. The internet that we have fixed will remain here. These are services which will remain here, and we shall continue to use them. But we shall not only end with repairing the roads and this infrastructure for the conferences, but we shall continue and even work on more roads going forward.
Commenting on whether the continued attacks by the Allied Democratic Forces ADF rebels will not inconvenience the summits, the Minister for Internal Security, Major General Jim Muhwezi, assured a peaceful and secure environment, saying ADF is no longer a threat to Uganda.
They can no longer have the capacity to come where the security is obvious, like in the city, to carry out any attack. Therefore, the country is secure, not only Kampala, but even in the West.
We are happy that it is coming at this time. It enhances the furtherance of our manifesto as a party, because when you bring in people from over 100 countries, they contribute to our economy at the various levels.
The non-aligned movement NAM was founded in 1961 with the view of advancing interests of developing countries in the context of the Cold War confrontation, whereas the group of G77, also known as G77, was founded on 15th June 1964 at the conclusion of the first session of the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development in Geneva. On this occasion, 77 developing countries came together and endorsed the joint declaration of the 77 developing countries. John Baptist Ahumuza, Church of Uganda, Family TV News at 8.